Hey queens and kings, in today's video we will be creating these gorgeous shadow boxes. If you all would like to see the items that I use to create these looks, please continue to watch. Right, queens and kings, so for the items that I'm going to start off with, DI number one, this congrats signs came from Dollar Tree, as well as the mirror frame. Now the flowers I had for a while now. If you have like Chanel bags, so that's basically where you get them off of. Now the crystal bracelets here also came from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need a hot glue gun and a pair of scissors. Now all I'm going to do is just take all the content out of the congrats frame here, and then I'm going to cut those little, I'm not sure, the screws off the back of it, the ones, the little flips that hold everything in, hold all the content in, what I'm touching now. I'm actually going to cut them off camera because you actually have to screw them, and I couldn't find a screw that was small enough to screw it off, which that's basically what I did. Here I'm just cleaning up with a napkin, so just try to get some of the fingerprints off, and I'm placing it on top of the mirror so therefore I can see where all the smudges and fingerprints are at. Now here I'm showing you guys where I had already did off camera. I cut those little screws up so off. But anywho, now we have the bracelets here. I'm just gonna cut all those off, and I'm just gonna take the crystals. That's all I want. I did have some more on the side from a previous project, so I'm gonna use those as well. Now, once again, we need to clear our mirrors, clean them very well, because you don't want all the smudges or anything on it. So all I'm going to do the same method that I did with my candle holders, my floor candle holders. And if you guys have not seen that video, you may want to check it out. But we're just going to place a small amount on back of the crystals, then we're going to glue them down randomly onto the mirror frame. Okay, so now we're just going to flip the frame back over, and we're going to take our flowers. Now these flowers here, once again, I had them for a minute now, but you see this does have the little sticking backing on it, so I don't have to glue these down. Just remove the tabs, and I'm just going to basically casually place them around the frame just to fill in the spaces where I do not have any of the gems located at. Okay, so now I have some of these little rhinestone wrap that did come from Amazon, which I will link it down below. I'm just gonna fill in the gap in between where the two frames meet at, place some hot glue down and wrap it all the way around. Okay, so now I could have left the frame how it was, but I'm going to use these letters that I also got from the Dollar Tree a while back, or was it Walmart? I'm not sure, but I'm quite sure you could find some. But anywho, all I did was spelled out roses, Chanel, and champagne, and I love the way that this shadow box turned out. As you guys can see, I have it placed on my bar cart. And once again, check out my second channel if you guys would like to see how I style all these items around my home. So I love this first DIY. What do you guys think? Okay, so we're gonna move on to the second DIY here. Now here I just have a Chanel image printed out, and I just want to basically cut out the number 5 Chanel sign in the top of the Chanel bottle, if that makes sense, out of this image. Okay, so now that both of those pieces are cut out, I went and got some white card stock. You could get whatever color, but I got white lying around my home, so I'm basically using the card stock to make the images that I did cut out stronger. And I'm going to use this Elmer's glue just to secure those down to the card stock, and then I'm going to recut those back out. It's basically just to stiff it up a little bit, make it stronger, more supportive. Alright, so now that we have all that all cut out here, I'm showing you guys some Mod Podge, and I'm showing you a Dollar Tree mirror, and then these little ices here, which is the smaller crystals. You can find these at any craft store, but I have already went ahead and glued them down. I decided to change my mind on the Mod Podge and use the Dollar Tree adhesive, because if you guys don't know, it does not come up a foggy look. With the Mod Podge, I was going to have a foggy background, which I did not want that. And all I'm going to do is just spread some more Mod Podge out and pour the crystals on there, and I'm going to fill the entire mirror up. Okay, so this is how the mirror look with all the crystals on it, which I'm liking it even better. Now here I'm going to take this little wall plaque from the Dollar Tree and some white paint that I got from Walmart and a paintbrush, which I have already painted the inside, but this time I'm about to put another coat on it just to whiten up a little bit more and you don't see much of the brush strokes. Okay, so now that I have let it dry and everything, this is basically how I'm fine and okay with that. Now I'm going to use these little game towels that came from the Dollar Tree that I had lying around. I did glue two of them together already, and then I'm going to use one at the top basically to support and give me that shadow look or that 3D look that I'm going for. And I'm going to glue these on the inside of this wall decor. I'm actually going to use two more of these just to support the mirror, so therefore it doesn't fall or anything like that stagger. I want more support underneath. Okay, so moving on, we're just gonna glue our mirror with the crystals on top of those 4 towels there. And then we're gonna glue the knob part of the bottle on top of the other block that I showed you guys. So I'm securing that to the back of it, and we're going to secure that down so therefore it can connect, and this is going to give me that 3D look that I want and that I was going for. All right, Queens and Kings, so I do have this little buckle here, napkin ring buckle, whatever desire you want to put it at. I'm not sure where I got these from because I had them for a minute now, a long time. But I'm going to cut some of the pieces off to make it look like the double C, the Chanel image. I have done this once before on another DIY project of my Chanel inspired decor, which I will link that as well. But I'm just going to cut this down using my wire cutters, and like I said, to give me that double C look. And I'm going to secure it to the little knob portion on the bottle. All right, Queens and Kings, so here it is. Like, it is so gorgeous. I love the way that this turned out. I love the look. I love the dimension of it. I love all the glam and bling, duh. But I really do love the way this turned out. I don't know which shadow box is my favorite. You guys let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. And once again, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for supporting me, for sharing the videos, for leaving you lovely comments that you all do. I hope you queens and kings enjoyed this video. If you all did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do, turn on your post notification bell so therefore you don't miss out on another video. You queens and kings continue to be royal.